Hi, another Monday. This is not my new hat. It is an ice pack. Bought many years ago for my son's knee, but it fits perfectly on the head. Yes, it's another headache day. Another one of many dozen in the last few months. It's getting pretty it's getting pretty bad. Yesterday was my first day headache-free in a long time, and I got a little cocky today. I woke up feeling really good, and I thought, the headaches are gone, and yeah, it's back. But our weather is awful. It's like, it's supposed to be overcast and cloudy for 4 straight days, so I have a feeling the headache's here to stay. That's probably kind of distracting. I'll take it off for a minute. Not for too long, though. It really helps. I had gotten to the point this afternoon where the headache is so bad that, like, it tingles all over my scalp. I don't know if that ever happens to you, but that's a sign that it's really bad. And the ice pack really helps. I already took aspirin and Sudafed and my little dose of caffeine, so onto the ice pack. Just wanted to catch you up real quick because I didn't record a vlog last week. The last one was when we got back from our lake vacation, which was wonderful. Short, but amazing. Last week was a decent week. I felt pretty good. What I've been noticing recently is that my energy is getting better, even though I've still got the flu-like aches every single day. So I still know that I can't do anything, but I feel better, and I feel mentally better. I wrote about this on my blog years ago. It's hard to describe, except to people who've experienced it, but that kind of mental energy is just really amazing when you've been crashed and haven't felt that way in a long time. So I'm glad to have some energy back. Still like to get rid of these aches and the headache. I did have a really great talk with my OBGYN last week. As I mentioned before, she's retiring at the end of the year. I am like crushed. I've been going to see her for over 30 years. She has some basic understanding of ME/CFS and has always been just really great with me about the fact that nothing with me is normal, and, you know, nothing affects me the way it does other people, etc. So this months-long relapse that I'm still struggling to get out of began when I stopped taking the combination birth control pills that I've been on for decades. And I stayed on them specifically for ME/CFS to keep my hormone levels steady. Way back then, you know, I'd get a period every month and feel so much worse for that week and get terrible headaches. So she just kept me on it. And I'd take a break like every 12 to 14 weeks whenever my body kind of said it's time for a break. I'd take like a 5-day break, get the headaches, and then get back on it and feel better. So fast forward to this year when she said, I'm retiring at the end of the year. You're 57. You're definitely in menopause by now. And the lab work's not showing it because of the pill. And she told me I had to go off the pill. And I knew this was coming, and I'd been dreading it, but I had no idea that it was going to trigger such a horrible relapse. Or headaches for this long. I expected the headaches, but not for months. So I told her all that last week. She was wonderful. We did a telemedicine appointment on the phone, so that was great. And, you know, she told me all about the risks of hormone replacement therapy, which is basically a low dose of estrogen. But given how incapacitated I've been, we both agreed it was worthwhile trying. So on Saturday morning, I put on my first estrogen patch. They're patches that you wear for a week. Like I said, Sunday was the first day in months that I haven't had a headache. My energy is much better. Like I said, I woke up this morning just feeling great. My husband's complaining because my temperature regulation's like gone haywire. And I was like, but it's not menopause because I'm back on the estrogen. But it's like, yeah, my body doesn't know what to do. So everybody else was cold today. And I've been cold for weeks, but today I was in short sleeves and everybody else was saying how cold the house was. So things are going a little haywire, but I'm hoping, I'm already feeling a little better, and I'm hoping after a week or so, my hormone levels will stabilize again, and I'm hoping that I will get back to feeling better. Today actually was pretty good, up until late afternoon when the headache hit, and I am achy now. I mean, it almost feels like one big ache from the top of my scalp all the way down my spine into my legs. But I've been living with that for months now, so I'm hoping things are going to improve, and I'm hoping the weather improves too. That's it for Monday so far. So now I am taking it easy. I went outside today for 2 tiny, slow 10-minute walks, just a slow loop around our cul-de-sac. Petted the neighborhood dog, and it's just nice to be outside. This weekend we enjoyed a nice campfire. Some wonderful friends of ours have been inviting us over for dinner, and I never want to say yes because the last few months, because I'm afraid I'm going to have to cancel at the last minute, after they planned and shopped and cooked. So I texted those friends on Saturday morning and said, I'm not doing too bad today. Do you want to come to our house? We'll just get takeout and have a campfire. And they love camping as much as we do, so they were totally into it. We had a wonderful time. I haven't seen friends in so long, so it was great just to talk and catch up. And we had wonderful Thai takeout and caught up on all their travels. They've been traveling a lot, and enjoyed that wonderful campfire on a beautiful fall evening. Hi, and oops, it's Friday. I completely forgot that I was doing a vlog this week. So there's a little gap there. It's been mostly a quiet week until yesterday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I've just been on the couch. I am still feeling better than I was a month ago. Still have some energy, definitely some mental energy, which is really nice. Still have some aches, most days. And again, not as bad as they were. As I just said to my husband, at least I'm not curled up in a ball on the couch, unable to lift my head and watching 7 Grey's Anatomies in a day. So I'm out of that part of the relapse, but I'm not back to my normal baseline yet. One big thing this week that definitely shows progress is that I have been twice now, and I plan another one tomorrow morning. I've been able to do little tiny bits of strength training. Lying on the ground, I did upper body Monday, and I did abs and core on Wednesday. Now I'm talking 10 minutes, only one set. I mean, I'm trying to start back into it very, very slowly. I lie on the ground wherever possible to keep my heart rate down. The arm stuff I do kneeling on a pillow, so very, low to the ground, nothing standing, of course. I think those made me a little more worn out the next day, but still functional. I have not had a really bad can't do anything crash day in a couple of weeks now, which, considering what September was like, I actually added up my data. I just jot down at the end of the day how I'm feeling. And in September, I was completely crashed, like unable to do anything 77% of the time, which is pretty stunning. Even though I lived it and I knew that it was that bad, it's still pretty amazing to see that. So definitely a little better, tiny baby steps. Yesterday was a big day. My husband retired at the end of September. His office was throwing a little retirement cake and coffee get together for him yesterday. So we went over to where he used to work. He retired from DuPont, which I used to work for DuPont a long time ago. The first 10 years of my career were with DuPont. So, it was kind of interesting. I haven't been out of the house much. I have rarely seen anyone outside of my immediate family. So, it was kind of nice to get out. I was pretty achy. Everyone else was standing. Everyone else was unmasked, probably about 20 to 30 people. So I did feel a little like I stuck out because I was sitting the whole time. I had my mask on the whole time. But it was nice to get out, and it really meant a lot to my husband that I was there. And had a little tiny piece of cake. And I got to meet some of his colleagues and the people that he's talked about working with. So that was really nice. And on the way home, I was like, I can't sit in a restaurant, but what do you think about getting takeout? So we treated ourselves to a takeout lunch too. So yesterday was nice. Today I'm trying to take it pretty easy because there is a big thing for tonight. We're supposed to meet some friends at an outdoor dinner. It's a charity event for the Food Bank of Delaware. I guess they've got a farm nearby. I didn't even know that. And the event is held every year at their farm. It's all outdoors. It's like gourmet food made from, the things that they've grown. And our closest friends invited us. And these are friends that we've known since our days in New Orleans 30 years ago, more than 30 years ago. Now, they first asked me about it about a week ago. And, with everything, I just said, I can't really commit to anything. I don't know, I'm still not doing well. They've been following my progress, and they've come over a few times to visit. And I said, I just, still can't plan ahead for anything, and I wouldn't want, to leave you hanging. So go ahead and ask someone else. And then yesterday, really nice surprise. Yesterday, they texted and said, hey, we've still got the extra tickets. We'd love if you can come. If you can't make it, we'll miss you, but no big deal. Just really feel blessed to have friends like that. I think a lot of people, well, I know some people would have gotten impatient and given up on me a long time ago. It's wonderful not to be forgotten. So I'm going to text them in a little while to let them know if I can make it or not. I think I'm going to say yes. It is outdoors. It's dinner, so we'll be sitting a lot. And I think I can handle it. My husband's out golfing, but he can meet us there when he's done golfing. So gonna try that. This is like a big social event. I've done seeing friends in our driveway with a campfire and takeout, but I haven't really left the house much. So this will be a big deal. Hopefully it won't completely knock me out. So it's Saturday afternoon now. As you could see from the photos, I did manage to go out last night with my husband and our friends on a Friday night. I mean, what a thrill. A rare treat for me. I rested all day. I spent most of the day flat on my back on the couch, And my friends were just so understanding. And I texted them at 4 o'clock and said, okay, I think I can try this. And it turned out to be, I managed it pretty well because we were able to park nice and close, so I didn't have to walk much. We were mostly just sitting. It was wonderful. It was outdoors. There were campfires, so we spent time sitting around a campfire with our friends. Wonderful food. This was a charity for the food bank, and the food was prepared by students of their culinary school from food grown right there on their farm. So wonderful food, wonderful company, beautiful place as you could see from the photos. And I just so enjoyed it. And believe it or not, I'm not too bad today. We had planned to go to it's an annual tradition where we go up to, it used to be a pumpkin farm and apple orchard. These days it's just a little like farm market, but it's still our family tradition. They make hot, fresh apple cider donuts there. So we got cider and donuts and a little bit of lunch and picked out a couple of pumpkins. Our son and his girlfriend met us there, so that was really nice. And I'm gonna take my nap now, but I'm doing okay. I think, fingers crossed, that I am finally, little by little, baby steps at a time, coming out of this relapse. Still not at my normal baseline, but definitely managing a lot more than I was when I was stuck on the couch. Happy Halloween! It's Monday already, but since I forgot to do any video yesterday, I thought I would just do a quick wrap up this morning before I put last week's vlog together. It is Halloween, which is one of my favorite seasons. I've got my pumpkin earrings on, skull necklace, and the house is all decorated. I am very much missing the days when our kids were little because we had so much fun on Halloween. I mean, what could be better for a kid than trick-or-treating and, running around the neighborhood in the dark with your friends, dressed up in costumes, getting candy. Our kids used to get so excited. And many years we did family costumes, like the whole family dressed up. I'll show you some of our favorites. So I am really missing that. My sons are in their 20s now. Um, in fact, our younger son still lives with us, but last night we said, "Do you want to carve pumpkins with us?" And he said, "I think I'm gonna go watch the football game with my friends." So yeah, but we did carve pumpkins, my husband and I, on our own. So we're keeping up the traditions, and as you saw, we did go to the farm market to get our pumpkins and donuts and, and cider. That's a big part of fall for us too. So kind of missing the old days when the kids were little, but, we're still enjoying Halloween. And I just wanted to say, this past weekend was like the first time I had a fun weekend. And I can't even remember. I mean, between these never-ending relapses I've had since early 2020 and the pandemic, we just haven't done much. I haven't been able to do much. So we went to the thing with our friends on Friday night, the outdoor dinner. Saturday we went to the farm market, and then last night my husband and I carved pumpkins. And, I'm still achy, especially in the mornings. Not when I first get up, but like around now, mid-morning, the aches start to hit. But but my energy is better and I'm doing so much more. So I am trying little by little to get back to where I was. I've been doing really slow walks around our cul-de-sac out front, just like slow 15-minute walks, and I'm not crashing. So, you know, baby steps, but I think I am definitely, hopefully, getting back to where I was, my normal baseline, which all of a sudden doesn't seem that bad. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with a few of our Halloween decorations, and I hope you have a wonderful Halloween. Here in the kitchen, we're all decorated. I actually got that witch free from our grocery store one year for, you know, buying something. I don't remember, but it's kind of cute. You saw the all the window clings. We used to have a bunch of those when our kids were little because they loved decorating with those. I've still got some of my kids' old artwork up just because it's fun. Good memories. And some more over here. Here in the family room, we've got the mantle all dressed up for Halloween with orange lights and a skeleton and a couple of big scary snakes, not snakes, spiders. This is in our entryway. Lots of pumpkins, and that big cauldron is hilariously where we put the trick-or-treat candy to hand out to kids. I say hilariously because last year we got 2 kids. I think our biggest in recent years has been 5. Now there are more kids in the neighborhood these days, but they don't seem to trick or treat. I don't understand it, but so we will put candy in the cauldron and most likely eat it ourselves. So you can see we've got spiders and ghosts and skeletons and pumpkins. And here is our front door, all ready for trick-or-treaters. We've been hanging that skull on our door for decades. In fact, you can see the pumpkins and skulls hanging in the window. The pumpkins are getting kind of faded. They've been around a while. These are the jack-o'-lanterns my husband and I carved last night. I did the lightning bolt one. And we're ready for Halloween. Happy Halloween, everyone.